probably the most popular Instagram post for a GMBN fan is going to be the bike vault shot, right? So this is how you get your bike in a bike vault and you get the best possible shot no matter what you're shooting it with. So firstly, you're going to need a good clear background. You don't want a distracting background. I mean, sometimes you could lean the bike up against a nice wooden panelled shed or something like that and it could look cool, but generally you want to just drop the background out of shot completely. Secondly, you want to get your pedals at 3 o'clock, so nice and horizontal and flat, look nice and good. Get your tyre logos lined up, straight, and then of course you've got to prop your bike up. We've seen people propping their bikes up with a pedal on a helmet and you're like, it's not very good for your helmet, you know, your helmet's a protective aid for your head, so try and keep it that way. The best thing to use is simply a stick. So what I tend to use is a little perspex stick, a bit of a magic photographer's trick, because in the photo you can barely see these are there and they're very easy to clone out. But just to demonstrate to you, I'm not going to use this today. I've actually propped my bike up just with a stick I found at the side of the trail. Just snapped off the very end of it just to give it a rough edge so it can just grip on the disc rotor here. Because it's a little bit windy, what I've done is just take a couple of these little pebbles and I've just wedged them like chocks just underneath the wheel but on this side of the bike, and I'm going to shoot from that side so you can't see them, but I just stop it rolling anywhere. Great top tip, that one. And then I'm just going to tell you about some camera settings and how to get the best results of your camera. First up, we'll talk about the GoPro. Of course, you can get a really nice shot with my bike here using the GoPro and you'll get a lot of scenery. But if you go too close to the bike to try and get some detail, due to the wide angle nature of the lens, it's going to distort the bike and it looks a bit strange. It can be fun to get some quirky results, but really, you're never going to get the best bike vault shot using the GoPro. So let's move on to the phone. Again, it's quite a wide lens, and the best recommendation for getting a shot nice and crisp of this is to frame it a little bit wider. You can always crop in, and I'd actually go down quite low because you want to try and get some of the foreground in shot here. If you're too high, then it's not going to cut the bike out against the sky nicely. If you look on screen now, just an example of how this can look just using a phone, and that's an unedited image straight out the camera. However, if you're lucky enough to have a DSLR or a compact camera, this is where you can get some really amazing results. So firstly, we'll just look at the compact camera. So most compacts that you would take away on holiday, for example, are going to have a decent zoom lens on them. So to get the best result, you want to zoom in, but make sure on your camera it's not a digital zoom, it's in like an actual optical zoom, so the lens moves. You do this, you zoom in and you step backwards to frame the bike nicely, and that's going to compress that background so the bike really pops off the page. So I haven't got a zoom on my little compact camera, but this has got a 50mm lens. So the same thing, I'm going to step back so the bike fills the frame of the image, and I'm going to shoot this at f2, which is the lowest number my lens will go to, just to really accentuate that. So the bike's going to be pin sharp and just pop off the page. So I've got a movable screen on the back of my compact here, so it just enables me to tilt it and look down. By putting the camera down nice and low, I'm just getting some blurred out rocks in the foreground, so it just helps frame the image. That's mint. So you look on screen now, this is a shot that I've just got with my little Fuji camera. But if you've got a DSLR, you're going to be able to get some alternative results to this again. So on this particular one, I've got a 24-70 zoom on here. I'm just going to put on screen a shot at 24 and a shot at 70, just so you can see the difference. So you always want to zoom in for this sort of shot because it really draws attention to your bike. And really, that is the best bike vault shot you can get. So hopefully this Instagram feature has been pretty handy for you. It's going to help you capture some really amazing shots. The final point to make is about editing your photos. Always go with the notion of less is more. It's really easy to put too many effects on there and just ruin the shot. If you need to, maybe bring the shadows up or just add a bit of vibrance, but try and keep it as natural as you can. For a couple more really great videos, if you want to know more about all about my pro bike, the Mega here, click right down here. And if you want to know about making your own video edit on a similar vein to this Instagram video, click up here. Of course, as always, click on the globe to subscribe in the middle here. There's brand new content like this every single day. And of course, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up.